Well, Happy New Year, guys. Well, almost Happy New Year. It's the 31st. And doing an experiment. We're going to put out some potatoes today. So, let's see what we do. So I just raked hay back from in the garden, making new beds. I'm going to add compost here. But as you can see, this looks pretty good. And it's only had hay on it for, I don't know, a month or two. Whenever I cut those trees down. So yeah, it's amazing what a little mulch will do. So this is where I'm coming to get my compost from. This will be a second trip, 6 5-gallon buckets at a time. Getting some straw for some mulch. I would have made this, I don't know, last spring maybe, early last spring or November of 2022. I can't remember. It's either fall of 2022 or spring of 2023, but I want to say that it's perfect by any means, but it's basically bedding from one of the pens here at the feedlot with then old shredded corn stalk bales, and I just tried to layer it, use these old square bales, keep the moisture held in, and stacked it together, tried to have a decent balance, and walked away from it. So it looks, I'm pretty satisfied with it. You know, didn't take a lot of effort, and I'm just putting on an inch or two layer on top of the soil there in the garden, and we're going to throw the potatoes right on top of that, and then cover them with deep straw. And our potatoes, or at least our initial potatoes that we got from those beds over there, I kept a bunch of the small ones as seed potatoes, so I'm just going to throw them out. I wanted to get them thrown out this fall sometime, but I didn't get it done. So, but we'll get them thrown out, and yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, as you can see, it's a pretty scientific process. All right, like I said, I kept all the smaller ones that I dug up from the summer, and I pretty much just tossed them out by hand. I've kind of spaced them out maybe a little bit if I see a big gap, but otherwise. So we're gonna have some purple skin, white flesh, and some yellow skin, yellow flesh potatoes right here. So I'm gonna cover them up with some straw. Got my post to mark these new rows. I'm gonna cover them up with some dry straw, then this other wet straw, and hopefully they will stay asleep. As you can see, they've shot their little sprouts. So, oh well, like I said, it's an experiment, but yeah, it's also kind of fun to be able to say you planted on the last day of the year. All right, so there's our thick layer of pretty much fresh straw. All right, then I'll put this on top of it, and that's what it looked like. Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap this video up here. I'm out gathering up some okra, picking off the dried off okra from the play paddock. So I'm not going to do a fancy highlight video of 2023. 2023 is kind of a year to remember, or it's a year to forget, but we will probably remember it. So heading into 2024, kind of still a lot of things up in the air. But that's just the way it is. Nothing we can do about that. So we're going to do the best we can with what we can control. Obviously, no sheep to look forward to in 2024. It is what it is. So nothing we can do about that. But we're going to focus on doing the best job we can with what we do have left to manage, and working on the garden today. Going to do the best job we can with our little garden that we have to manage to hopefully produce more and better food for our family. So that's where we're going to focus on, is on growing of cash crops, because that's our option right now. So in summary though, I did want to give a big shout out and a huge thank you to all those that have helped us through the trials that were 2023. If you're watching this video, you know who you are. Again, huge thank you, shout out, and just sincere debt of gratitude to all those that helped in the challenging times that we had. And then a big shout out to all of those who reached out and offered to help in any way they could. I definitely appreciate it. I've told Jessica multiple times that going through this whole ordeal has really just showcased there are some just amazing, exemplary people out there that are truly heartfelt, caring, good people, and I can't give a big enough heartfelt thank you to you guys. So again, just thank you. Can't say it enough. Yeah, we've started some new adventures. I've posted on there. I've posted on here before about them. I'll post it again later. I'm not going to make this video about them, but just be looking forward to the different side ventures that we are doing, and looking forward to 2024 because we get to start off with No Till on the Plains Winter Conference, 22nd through the 24th. So definitely looking forward to that. Getting to catch up with friends and acquaintances again. Get to see Jay Fuhr again 3 times, and 3 times in less than a year. So that's a pretty special treat. Looking forward to seeing some other great speakers, getting to meet some new speakers that I have not had the opportunity to learn from before. So yeah, I always love going down to No Till on the Plains because it kind of gives you a chance to recharge, learn, get reinvigorated, get excited, challenge your thought process, and take what you learn from there and how can we apply it to what we're trying to do. Maybe we can't apply any of it per se, but maybe it'll stimulate an idea that we can apply to our operation. So that's going to be the focus in 2024, is just to do the best we can with what we do have to manage, which ain't much, but we're going to try and do as good a job as humanly possible to have the best results, control what we can control, and learn something in the process for darn sure. I will definitely say, by not having the sheep, I have a lot more time to do other things, to focus on coming out and picking okra, planting potatoes last day of December, last day of the year in 2023. If it wasn't for that, if I still had the sheep, I would have had to make time today to go out and move the sheep wherever they were, potentially haul water. So with every with every decision comes opportunity. Let's put it that way. So not ideal, but it is what it is, like I've said. So I'll quit rambling. I'll shut up. Again, thank you guys for another year of support, for following, for taking the time to watch what this moron here has to say, which ain't a whole lot, I know. But thanks for subscribing on Facebook, following us on Facebook, liking the page, liking the posts. Whenever you comment, I'd always appreciate comments, and following on YouTube. And if you're watching this on TikTok, thanks for following along. It hasn't been a very exciting ride. It hasn't been going on for very long, but I'll try to get more footage of different producers this year, talk to different producers, and get their story. Because to me, I learn from other producers. That's where I learn the most from. So again, I'll quit. This is going on way too long. So everybody have a happy new year. If I don't pop up on here before, hope to see you guys down in Wichita, No Till on the Plains. We'll see you then. Here's to happy 2024.